Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over the 5 best quick gold farms that you can do right now. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Coming in at number 1 we have the CATA Rares farm. Now this one is a more or less a login, check and log back out. This is something that you will do on the daily, much as opposed for something for like an hour or something, and it's very minimal to actually do. The CATA Rares are in their respective zones for Cataclysm, so like you've got the one in Doom, which is just at the bottom of the map, and you also have the one in the Twilight Highlands, which is always up for some reason, I don't know why, but he's always up as well, and pretty much all of the CATA Rares are up. Now these guys are on like a 4-hour respawn timer, but they also have a chance of dropping quite a lot of stuff. You get transmog items from these guys, and you also get a large portion of gold, about 200 odd gold for each kill. Now if you do this like once in the morning and once in the evening, it literally will take you less time than any to actually do. All you have to do is park a load of alts in the respective locations of their spawns, and for obvious reasons all you have to do is log in, check if they're up, kill them and then loot. Now bear in mind, if you are a jewel crafter or if you are a tailor, I would highly recommend that you camp those guys. They're above everyone else next to these CATA Rares, as they have the chance of dropping the High Society top hat recipe for tailors, and they also have the chance of dropping the rhinestone sunglasses for jewel crafters. All of the CATA world bosses, or CATA Rares I like to say, drop those two patterns at a very low drop chance, but the more times that you kill them, the higher chance you're going to get. This provides you with a load of raw gold, like a nice little chunk every time you log and check. So the more alts that you can stash away at all of the rares, you can pull in an extra couple of thousand gold once every time. And if the transmog items are not that good, you can always disenchant or vendor them. Now aside from that, the gold per hour does vary depending on what you actually get from these world bosses, and hence why it is one of the quick gold farms, as it takes less time in order to do and maintain. All you have to do is fly you guys over there and just log in every now and then to see if the world boss is up. Now coming in at number 2 we have the VORTEX Pinnacle. Not only is the VORTEX Pinnacle one of the best gold farms for the volatile air, this is primarily something that you will be farming for. Even if you go up to the first boss and just destroy him and gather up all of the mobs leading up to him, you get roughly around about 150 volatile air every 15 minutes for that hour's lockout. So it takes you about 15 minutes to do, very quick, very easy to do, but it is in a 1 hour window for it to reset so you can do it again. Now aside from that, you also get roughly around about 1,000 to 1.1k raw gold from farming this dungeon by vendoring all of the materials. You can however send over all of the greens, blues and all that stuff that can be sent over to your enchanter to disenchant for additional gold. Now this is a very easy, quick gold farm. Volatile air sells really fast, and so does the enchanting mats that you can get along with this. Now vendoring all of this stuff does produce you with like 1,000 gold, like for every 15-minute run that you do, and you can also use this as a supplementary method in order to produce your Vial of the Sands. Now I personally use this as a supplementary method and keep all of the raw gold, and I kind of like it because it helps pay for all of the different stuff that I'm running around and doing. So that leads me into number 3, which is alting. Alting world quests, to be more precise. Now usually with world quests they have a chance of bringing up a reward for completing 4 of the main objectives in a certain particular faction, and they can produce you with like 2,000 gold. Now this can be done on multiple alts at one time to produce you with a load of gold, like raw gold in your bags. Now they don't take that long to do, as it's only 4 world quests, and at the moment we're all adequately geared enough to do them by ourselves, and the majority of the time is you get around about 2,000 raw gold in your bags for every time you do it. My fastest run of getting that done is around about 10 to 15 minutes, and for 10 to 15 minutes for an extra 2,000 gold, you do that on 5 alts. 2,000, that's 10,000 gold. So you've got 10,000 gold, raw gold, and you don't have to sell anything on the auction house. Remember, the more alts you have, the more gold you will pull in. So if you had 10 alts that are adequately geared to do this, you bring in an extra 20,000 gold for doing that, and that's raw gold in your bags. This is a quick method in order to get raw gold, and by far it's one of the most efficient, so to speak, because it's, you know, your exact amount that you're going to get for doing that baseline objective. I like a bit of certainty with quick gold farms, as the majority of the time when it comes to quick gold farms, they don't always align very well. But other than that, guys, let's get into number 4. Coming in at number 4 is LOREWALKER runs. And what I mean by LOREWALKER runs is you head over to the LOREWALKERs in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms and running through all of the instances for the raids. So that would be Siege of Orgrimmar, that would be the Terrace of Endless Springs, the Heart of Fear, and all of that jazz. Not alone do you also get a 10 ton of different types of battle pets from all of these raids, you also get a hefty amount of raw gold. For instance, the Terrace of Endless Springs nets you around about 1,000 additional raw gold from just vendoring all of the items, and along with that you also get a load of battle pets as well. So for instance, by doing all of these, you're roughly going to get around about 5,000 gold in raw gold for doing all of them. And also, along with that, you have a chance of getting some really high value and high ticket battle pets. This is a very, very quick way, and you do not need a load of alts to do this. You can just do this on one character once per week. It doesn't take that long to do, and once per week you have a chance of getting some really high ticket battle pets and a load of raw gold in your bags. So it's a quick method in order to get a little bit of raw gold and have a chance of getting some high ticket battle pets. This is just a brilliant way in order to maximize the use of your time, in order if you haven't got a lot of time to actually do it, so to speak. Aside from all of that, let's move into the last and finally at number 5. Which is the Arcanite Reaper farm. Now, the Arcanite Reaper Plans farm is located in the lower Blackrock Spire, and I personally find this one to be really, really awesome. All you have to do is look for BANNOK GRIMAXE, and you can use this by creating a macro saying /tar and BANNOK GRIMAXE. We are searching for a rare elite, and all you have to do is go into the instance, press the macro to see if you can target him. If he does not show up on your screen and he cannot be targeted, then all you have to do is run out, reset the instance, and go back in. He usually spawns roughly around about 2 to 3 times for every 10 lockout, for every 10 resets. And he has a chance of dropping the Plans of the Arcanite Reaper. Now this one does take a little bit long to sell, but the gold farm is quick, simple, effective, and you can sell the plans on for a decent amount of gold for the amount of time that you are investing. The only real thing that will take a bit more time is actually selling it on the auction house. But at the end of the day, if you're doing this religiously, this can take you roughly around about 10 minutes to run per hour, which is brilliant as another supplementary method while you're doing like a gathering farm, so to speak. So in between doing your gathering farm, you can then just log over, do the instance runs, see if you get the plans, and other than that, you can just leave it at that. So that being the case, guys, that is my 5 best quick gold farms that you can do in WoW. I hope that you liked the video and hope that you actually found a new farm within this bulk load of guys. And other than that, guys, have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Have an awesome day, guys, and I shall see you soon.